This is BB from clutterclearinglifecoaching.com, and I want to talk briefly today about how we tend to block our flow of optimism or enthusiasm or zest for life. Like what used to make us happy in the past it doesn't seem to be working anymore. It doesn't seem to be working. It doesn't seem to bring us the joy that we're looking for. It doesn't seem to bring us um, the desire to actually do things. Uh, it's not a depression, but it's like there's less joy. And with less joy, a thing becomes less enjoyable. It becomes more of a chore and any pleasure taken out of it. And we all know we all hate chores. That's one thing about human behavior we all have in common. We don't like chores. Um, unless there's some pleasure to be derived from it, some enjoyment to get. So, what do you do when you feel like you're blocked? The things that used to excite you no longer seem to bring you any joy. You're not depressed, there's not a blah feeling. There's some emotion, but not a whole lot. Not enough where you feel like you really want to do this thing. And you procrastinate, you put it off, you're not sure, and eventually it doesn't get done. And then another thing falls into the same category, and then another one falls under the same category, and then another, and then you have a whole host of things that you're really not addressing or taking action on or doing because you have this holdback. It's not bringing you the kind of joy it once did. So what do you do in a situation like that? And this could be, like I said, anything in life, anything at all. For instance, you like to mow your lawn once a month, and you used to like it because the neighbors admired your lawn. The it was like a showpiece almost. And then you did it for a few months, and then after a while you just put it aside. What has happened? Did the lawn change? Did the lawnmower change? Or was it just you took less pleasure in doing it? Now, when this happens, it's pretty normal. It's pretty normal. But identify when it's starting to happen and identify in how many areas of your life it's starting to affect. And the best thing to do under these circumstances is try to find help as soon as you can. In many cases, a therapist is a great idea. Then there are life coaches, there are production coaches, there are law of attraction coaches, manifestation coaches, productivity. There's a whole host of different methods that they use to help you to uncover basic reasons why you're not doing the things that once gave you pleasure. And again, this is not for people who are severely depressed. Please see a therapist. This is for people who are just losing their passion, doing basic things they used to do. Not for severe depression where you really can't get out the house or you can't function at a normal level. Please never use my advice or any coach's advice in lieu of a doctor's orders or a therapist's suggestions. Always make the distinction. You can use us in conjunction with these, but not as a standalone. So please. Again, so back to what I was saying. What do you do in a situation like this? A brief thing that you can do is EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique. It's tapping on these various points on our head, face, and neck, collarbone. And there's a spot also right under your arm, like where the bra strap would be, and at the top of your head. And these are points where well, almost everything with to do with acupuncture is from ancient Chinese medicine and Chinese techniques. from the east. So with that being said, this is no exception. This is where it was born. And how it came about was, I think it was, um, his name was Roger Callahan, I believed. And I always forget the guy's name. Uh, he was actually a therapist, a psychologist actually. And he had someone in his office, a woman, who was afraid of water, afraid of being, being in water. And if nothing was helping, and it was getting worse, she was afraid of swimming, and she wanted to swim really badly. And he did a couple of rounds of EFT on her. By then it was TFT, but now it's EFT, which is emotional freedom, not thought freedom. So he did a few rounds on her, or he had her do it on herself, and then she just got up, walked out, and he had a pool. She jumped into the pool and started swimming, and he was amazed that just how quickly it worked to alleviate years of being afraid of being in a body of water. And she was swimming because she used to swim, obviously. And then something happened. She probably had a little mishap or an accident, and she couldn't go in a body of water again, but she did it. And he was amazed, and this is what he started focusing on, and how amazing this technique is. And what you should do is what I would suggest. There's a million videos on YouTube with EFT. But we're going to do a short one today that is incorporating when you're feeling like there's a blockage, or there's a holdup, or there's like whatever you are determining it is in the moment in your mind. There's something that's preventing us from being happy, something that's preventing us from feeling joy or enjoying the things we once enjoyed. So let's start on the karate chop. Even though I'm not enjoying blank, you fill it in. I choose to deeply and completely love and accept myself anyway. Even though I'm really not having fun doing, I choose to love and accept who I am in this moment. Even though I am really not getting any enjoyment out of doing, and I once had fun, I choose to deeply and completely love and accept myself anyway. This resistance to doing, part of me wants to do, part of me is saying no. Part of me used to get so much fun doing. I really enjoyed that. It was fun doing. I don't know what's happening. How could this be? Feels like there's no pleasure anymore. Nothing seems to be working. I miss doing, but a loss at what to do about it. Because this feels important, but I'm having a hard time getting started. You gotta get it together. I really have to get control. Something has to be done about this. I'm gonna try once more. I used to love doing this. I used to really had a good time when I did this. And I'm going to find out what happened. I'll take a deep breath. Breathe out. And get a glass of water. Always drink, even if it's a few sips that you can manage at this time. Please do. And this is just a basic to get to uncover what really is the problem laying underneath. And the answers may surprise you because it's sometimes the most trivial of reasons that you would never consciously guess that's lurking in that subconscious mind. It's the most trivial things that block us from living our true potential. Now, this is not for women who might be in an abusive relationship, or if it's something that's not working and you know it's over, it's time to move on, then move on. This is not for that type of thing, to find an excuse to remain where you're not happy. Because sometimes you may not feel joy, but you know what unhappiness is. And you know where you don't belong anymore. So with that being said, if you need my help, my website is clutterclearinglifecoaching.com. That is clearing the clutter. clutterclearinglifecoaching.com. Fill out my contact form, put your phone number, I will call you the first chance I get. We will see if I'm a good fit for whatever you have, and we will take it from there. I have different methods that I use, whichever will work on you, it will be your preference. So until my next video, peace.